Good evening, everybody. Welcome to today's weekly update or forecast. During the week, I did tell us that with what I'm saying, the price going up instead of being a correction to this, once we break a certain level, just know that it's going to probably go on and which may break the top or not. One thing that is certain that I know is that when you have a wave A like this and you're having a corrective format in the middle, price still needs to push and break the low of this. And what I'm seeing now is that there's a likelihood of we wasting more time around this area before price eventually push to the downside. We must watch all these signs. In as much as it's looking so small on the daily time frame, it could be huge depending on your lot sizes. And so, what do I see? If we indeed are to write down based on what we know, that we've done an A, B, C, or B, mark you again, just watch what I said, an A, B, C, or B. This is DXY, oh, sorry, US dollar index, by the way. So if we have done an A, B, C, or B, and a C to give on an extended flag of this wave, and these supposed to have completed this B part of this A wave. So what we need to do is to break low. For now, we are seeing this as a move of 5 waves to the downside. And this wave 2 or B wave is what is now getting complex now. And we must not lose sight of what correction we're supposed to have. So price may break this top, but price should not break this top. If indeed we are to get an impulse to the downside that will break the low, no matter what we are doing here and we are wasting time, price should react within a retracement, overall retracement to the upside of not more than 86.4. It should not do more than that. Now, with that said, assuming we now consider that, okay, this is an initial move to the downside and this is A. If you take it to be A, this reaction is occurring at about 61.8. And if you're going to do a B wave is going to break this. So you must pay attention to what I'm trying to say, that we can't have this as an A and this as a B, and price is going to, because that will make the price go and break the top or go beyond 86.4. Now, what I can see, cooking, it's a scenario that we have in this place where we can see this as an A, a major A, and within a B itself, we see a 3 wave, 1, 2, 3, which is A, B, and a C. And I can see that also forming here as this is the first wave, but part of the B wave here, I can see this is A. I'm so sure that this is A, and we are seeing the B unfolding before we do a C. The only thing that will not make the price break the top when we are going to have a C is that we have a 3 wave in the middle of a B. So if we are going to have a 3 wave in the middle of a B, now, what we can see here is that it's either we see these to the upside as a zigzag to the downside here. So if we say this is a 5 waves and we are calling this an AB of the B, because if you're going to have this is A, this is A of B, B of B, and a C of B before we now have the final leg of a B to the upside. That is what we can begin to picture that the price is going to do. So in that said, if we get a reaction at 85 to the upside or 90, then we're going to have what will break the low here would only be a regular flat or another zigzag to the downside. And that zigzag to the downside can probably give us an 100 extension to the downside. And if we should come to the downside a bit below this area, we might just get another push, which is a C wave to complete this mess around this area. So we would have done an A and a B, a C of a B to break to the downside here, and we have one more leg to the upside as a C, maybe around this area before we turn to the downside. So that is what I can see, and we must be able to, identify if that is going to happen. So what we want to see right now, this is not going to continue to go to the upside. We are going to see it probably correct to the downside. If it's going to be a C of B, then it should give us a 5 waves to the downside, breaking the low here. Then we're not going to have another 5 waves to the upside as a C, because C has to be a 5-way structure. So what we have here will be an A. In the middle, ABC will be a B. So in that ABC could be a zigzag or a regular flat. If we are to still play within this as A and the O wave to the upside as a B, then it has to break this low. And after breaking this low, we must be looking for another buy. That is what I can see. In summary here, that is what I can see. And that is going to play out also to get gold ready for more upside. Without wasting much time, it's the same thing that we're going to get. Either this one played as a regular flat to give us an 100, because this is still within what a regular flat can do. If you look at DXY, DXY can play within the DXY at probably taking the top here, yes. It can play within what we call a running flat. A running flat. It can play within what we call a running flat, and they might decide to make it an extended flat. If it breaks above this area, okay, I will tell us what to really expect in terms of seeing what is playing out here. So because it's not in relation to this now. So the internal structure of this wave is what we have to see. So let's go to 1 hour time frame to look at this wave. Now, looking at this wave itself, this is the A part of this wave, and this is the B part of this wave, and this is the C part of this wave. So with that said, if this is A part of this wave and this is B part of this wave, we need to see when the C part going up, because this has to also go up as a 5-wave structure. The B part came down like this, and the reaction is at 61.8. Now, what this is going to form to this, because it's correcting, we have to see how it's going to go. We need to see it break, because so far it has formed like a 1, 2, probably a 3, a 4, and the 5th wave. We may not be done with the 4th wave. That is what I'm trying to say, because this should be like a 4, but the way this one has gone up does not look as if it's complete as a 5 waves structure. So If indeed is a correction, if this is A wave to the upside and this is B wave at 61.8, then if it's 61.8 reaction to the upside, then we can begin to think of a regular flat or a zigzag. Know also that in an attempt to get zigzag to the upside, zigzag does not need to tick 100. It can be an 100, 123, but no more than 161.8 of this extension to the upside. It can be 61.8, 61.8. So in that case, it's shorter than 100 extension to the upside, and it will still be a zigzag. Likewise, regular flat can give us a B wave. In a regular flat, of course, it has to be like a 90, and the C wave can also be 100 or 61.8. So 61.8 C wave we can see in regular flat as well as zigzag. But the way this one has played out is playing out like a zigzag, the B wave to the downside, and we should expect that this one can play between 61.8 extension to the upside as well as an 100 to the upside. So he doesn't have to tick 100. So what we need to do for this and this wave, it's like when you take your extensions to or retracements 2 of this wave, we want to see reaction between 1, 2, 3 and 161.8, and let's see what we're going to get. If I may bring the drawing out on Dxy, bringing out the drawing on Dxy, this is where 100 is, and this is where we can see reaction already at 123, as about 123. So if that's the case, we should be expecting a sell. I don't want to buy now. We should be expecting a sell, and if that sell should come, if it's going to come like a correction, we want to see it if it's going to break here. But I won't expect that sell to come and break the low. I won't, because the correction will not be complete on the higher time frame. I will be expecting the sell at least to take this low of this wave B, and before we now do a wave C to the upside. That is what I will be expecting. So far, the extension here you can see has taken 100. I think is reacting at about 127, 123. So if you look at US dollar index, US dollar index also is reacting, is yet to get to 123. 123 is here. So and this is 161.8. If it goes beyond that, then it's becoming more of a bigger wave, and we don't expect that now. This thing is dying off. Yeah, it's dying off. It's dying off. So I think we just have one more wave to the upside. So what I foresee, if this wave going to the upside breaks 161.8 of this extension, this immediate extension, break 161.8, then we can take that this wave going up is the last wave. But otherwise, you can still make this a triad, A, B, and a C before going up to finish that wave. So on the smaller time frame. Because if you look at that wave on 5 minutes time frame to the upside, this is not, it doesn't look like a 5-wave structure to the upside. It doesn't. It doesn't. So this is the first wave, 1, 2, 3. And if this is going to grow to become the new wave, we'll see. But what we are looking for is a sell. And so you must be ready once we have a sell setup to sell, probably to get to this place minimum. And let's see how we will ride up again. I want to believe we got all I said on the higher time frame. And if we take euro dollar is still the same. It's still the same euro dollar. The euro dollar has gone beyond. We were thinking that this is a 1, a 2, and this is a 3, 1, and we won't take this. So for the way it is, we might take the low here. If we take the low, it does not mean, but this is the low that we don't want to take for now. So we can take this as the first part of the wave, of this wave to the upside, and this is an A. So after A, we are trying to see a C wave in the middle. Sorry, a B wave in the middle. A B wave that will give us an A, B, and a C. And after that C, we're going to have a major C to break this low, come much lower before we begin to go up. So it's looking like we still have like how many waves? Like 1, 2, and after 2, then we're going to now begin to go up as the third the leg. So that's what I'm saying. So for now, how would you know that we have gotten to the end of this particular wave? We need a break out of here. So far, it has done like a 1, a 2, probably a 3, a 4, and so we are trying to do. Have we finished the 4? That's what we are asking ourselves now. That's what we are asking ourselves. And this is a 1, a 2, and this is part of 3. So this is we are correcting 4. If we are done with the 4, this should break low beyond 161.8 retracement of this. So that will now tell us we're with 5 proper. Otherwise, if it's turning within 1, 2, 3, or 161.8 of this extension, then it will now become A, B, and a C of that wave. Then we'll go down one more time to finish the 5th wave before we now begin to correct up again. So on that correction, if we do that, we may be breaking this top or not, and afterwards we're going to go down again. So we are going to pay attention to the trend line and this trend line. So we're going to pay attention to this trend line. Let's see it on US dollar index. We're going to pay attention to that trend line. So once we break this trend line, we need to break this trend line. So once we break this trend line, know that we are coming down. So we are still sizing up this wave as if it is part of this, or this is wave 5. So we need to size it up. So for now, we are turning to the downside. If we turn to the downside and we break, this is the limit of 4 here. So this wave can still come more to the downside and go up one more time. It's only when you break this level that you know that you are in a new wave, the downside. So with that said, let's go to gold. Looking at gold on daily time frame, what we had said that we had seen this as a move and a correction here, and this is a new move. So whatever is coming down now, we should not take this low. Price is not expected to break the low of 1985 or 1986. We should find support around this area of 2087 and 2056. But whatever is going to happen, we need to see what is playing out here. So what do we see here? You must be careful. Let gold correct before you jump into it, because gold is it's really funny now. So this is seen as the first part of this move, and this is the second part. This may be seen as the third part and the fourth. This looks like the final part of the whole move. You have to have finished this way from here up to this point. So we may be seeing this as the start of a correction. So it has come down correctively. What we should be looking for now is a short buy. We should be looking for a short buy. If you want to do that, you can look for a short buy. If you get a short buy, trade your stop loss because it may break the top again. And after breaking the top, it may start a bigger correction of an ABC to bounce around this area. So once we get here, we can look for another buy. So, but this looks like it's going to get a bigger ABC of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe not immediately, but let's look for a buy if we get a buy. So the way this has played out, it has played out in a very wicked way because even within this last wave of 5 here, within this last wave of 5 here, okay, this reaction is occurring at about 85. So if we don't take the low and we begin to go up, then once we break here, if I were you, I would just be careful because this thing is going to give us a bigger correction at the end of the day. It may go up, take the top or not, but it's going to come down. So you should be looking for yourself. Ultimately, when you get reaction, you should be looking for yourself. And if you don't want to be caught in the middle of wasting your money and blowing your account, gold is really funny for now. We may eventually be coming to test this area. So be careful. Let this one take structure to the upside and just do a short sell, trade your stop loss. And once we get a sell set up again, let's now begin to come to the downside and trade stop loss as low as it will get before we bounce up again. So with that, I've come to the end of today's update.